Oh my God. Oh my good gracious Lord. Let's get straight into some things, honey. I wanted to do this video tomorrow, but I saw it trending and I'm like, let me just talk about it, okay? So Ugandan blogger called out Juma Jux and Priscilla and was basically just warning Priscilla that she's being used with Tanzanian government to basically do things that will make them trend as a couple, include the baby bump reveal that I talked about yesterday. And she was telling Priscilla things like that. You all know that yesterday, if you've been following my video, I talked about this lady, okay? She's a Tanzanian big blog who is based in America, who, apart from giving celebrities, stories and also exposing celebrities, she has exposed so many stories, okay? She started talking about the government and what the government does and how the government of Tanzania is basically just kidnappings, unaliving, and stuff like that. So yesterday, she came out and talked about how Diamond and Zuchu are being used with the government to continue this charade that they are married and this like that. And she also added that all celebrities in Tanzania, include Prissy and Juma Jux, are being used. That's why they want to try and make this baby reveal, okay, a big deal. According to her, again, I'll say allegedly, honey. So she wrote this long post, which I'm going to read to you. And the real reason why I'm telling you that when they write or when they wrote in English is because they know their targeted audience, okay? So let me try and read it. She first started in a quote. It's Prissy, your Tanzanian in-law loves you. You seem like such a sweet girl. We have welcomed you in our country with loving arms, but Tanzania is in a fight of lifetime. We are fighting for our rights. We need our people to pay attention to the fight. We don't need you and just to distract our people with stupid content that the government wants you guys to post. I hope that you guys are listening, because thank God she wrote it in English and I don't have to do the translation, honey. We need our people to pay attention to the fight, so we don't need you and Jukes to do your stupid content that the government wants you to do. We are on their nyash and we ain't letting up. So we need you and Jukes to sit down for the next 5 months. After election, y'all can continue doing whatever you need to do to stay relevant, and we will support you. Anyway, Hey, sounds like a threat to me. But anyway, let me continue. Please don't make us hate you. Next week, when you go to London, we need you to keep jokes in the room and no posting stupid shit to distract us from a fight of a lifetime. And also, law for next 5 months. We know you people won't join our fight since you enjoy the privilege of the government is providing you, and at our expenses, you kindly derail our efforts. They also continue saying, if you need to do Kiki, take him to Nigeria and do it there. Again, we love you, our sweet girls, so don't take it the wrong way. We love Nigeria. Honey, let me tell you something. I don't think Mangi like anybody. Like Tadasha was there with Diamond. She kept on dragging Tanasha left, right, and center. Zari, when Zari was dating Diamond, their enemies still date. And here's my thing. I understand it's Juke's country, and Jukes is supposed to choose where he wants to be. And he doesn't have to be coerced to do what he wants or not want to do. At the end of the day, Jukes need to feed his family, just like Priscilla need to follow whatever the husband say. You mean to tell me if I got married and I found my husband doing a ritual that I knew he was into, and I joined him doing that, if supposedly what Miss Mangi is saying is true, that the government of Tanzania has joined Jux and Miss Prissy into this kiki, you think that I will stop supporting my husband and what is putting food in our table at supposedly someone's expense? Well, let me just be honest, okay? I had this story sometime last week, okay? There were some Kenyan activists, include very seasoned politicians, very, very feared seasoned politicians here in Kenya. They went in Tanzania in regards to opposition leader who had a court. This opposition leader apparently want reforms before election. And the government, opened a case for him for treason. And Kenyan politician had went there to listen to the case so that it can be transparent. But they were also accompanied with some activists, one from Tanzania, one from Uganda, and one from Kenya. And the things that these people received from Tanzanian government was bad. Include raping, include torture, include a lot. They came back to the country crying. Allegedly I'm hearing there's some proof that it's not only them that this have happened to, so many people. But here's my thing, right? I don't think involving Prissy, putting all this cross on Prissy to carry is a good move. Prissy is a grown-ass woman and Juma is a grown-ass man, and they know where they want to stand. If they want to stand on the government side, good for them. If they want to stand on the, on the people's side or on the opposition or whatever, it's their choice to choose. But this thing of Mangi coming out, what seemed to be like it's like a threat, to be honest, if you ask me. It's more like a threat. If you don't do this, then we have some repercussion. I saw so many comments, include when Tanasha Donna posted her music that is coming up soon. They were posting no reforms, no election and stuff like that. Like, Tanasha is not even a Tanzanian, bro. She is a Kenyan. She doesn't even have to vote in Tanzania. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, y'all. I feel like this blackmail and threats, and if you don't do this, I'm like, you guys dragged Jux literally up until when? You guys were the ones, Tanzanian blogs, almost 90% were against Jux winning most of the awards that he won. They were against Jux winning award on top of Diamond. They were saying Diamond deserved it more than Jux. I feel like people who have carried Jux in his career, 90% are not Tanzanian. I would say there's some Tanzanian who are following Jux, who are supporting Jux, but most of them were against Jux having all this success, because remember, they made up story that he's going broke, he has closed his shop and stuff like that. And now to turn around and say that you guys will be against Prissy if Prissy stop. They basically want Miss Mamas to go off social media at this point. But I'm like, Prissy, social media is what feeds her. She is a socialite. Anything she does, whether we like it or not, will trend. Jux, the same. They are counting on the public's reaction to eat. So you're going to tell me that I should close my bakery so that people can stop eating bread so that they can go and eat another product? Hell no. There's no way you want me to leave the planet Earth because of what? Of anger? Are you gonna give me the money that I should have received while doing the content? Are you gonna give me the money that I should have received? At this point, I feel like it's like putting someone in a prison at this point. Like, prison is not supposed to do anything. Jux is not supposed to do anything. If they do anything, Mangi is counting it like a continuing government agenda. And I'm not saying it sounds sarcastic coming from me. I know, believe you me, I know how African leaders can be. But putting it on one person that you must do what we want or else we will start hating you and trolling you. Let me tell you one thing. Whether Prissy support this cause or not, they will always find a way to drag Prissy. They will always find a way to drag her, to belittle her, to compare her. Always, you guys. Anyway, it is what it is. That's just my opinion about all this and how I see it. I feel like Prissy should do whatever the F she wants because Mangi did not put her on. Okay, Mangi did not put Jux on. You know what I'm saying? They became who they are because they are who they are. No, nobody, like, people just fall in love with who they are. Keep it classy, stay messy.